Come on, work for me here. What's up, historians? Welcome back. I'm Adam, Historian Ghost Hunter. I am your host. Welcome back to another great episode of the Historically Haunted VODCAST visual podcast right here on Facebook through StreamYard. We're in season number 3. Going to be season number 4 in April, and Donnie Green is going to sponsor that whole season again. He mailed me the check. I get the hat still. Donnie Green sponsors the show. He is the actor and the truck driver from the movie Pet Sematary. He's the one that killed Gage, driving the red truck, singing the Ramones. Him and his wife run Bauer Green Logistics out of Florida. That's right. He's a real truck driver. As he said, he did his own stunts in the movie, in the Stephen King film. So thank you, Donnie, for your sponsorship again. I appreciate you, brother. Also sponsored by John Green Trucking Company, John Green Logistics Company. Appreciate you. Sponsor of the week this week is Spirit Board Maker and also client of Historically Haunted Booking, one of my agents, one of my fucking clients, Ray Gooseby. Ray Gooseby is the co-host of the Cryptic Paranormal Show. They're actually on tonight after my show at 8:30. He sponsors the show this week. He also makes his, like I said, he makes his own spirit boards. He can sell those, custom make them, but he does his co-host for, I think, 3 or 4 years now on the show. I've been a guest on their show twice. So shout out to Ray for the sponsorship. So our guest this week is, she's a very, very, and it's not even a she, it's a spirit. This chick is like, Heather and I met her at the first Warrens convention in Connecticut. We're really briefly. Heather was astounded by her vagina and penis candles that my guest makes. She's a candle maker of many things besides that. She's also an enchantress. She's a sorceress. She's a psychic medium, a card reader. She sells little trinkets and stuff, and she's just honestly a spiritual healer. She's one with the earth. SAMAIA, I should say. I hope I said that right. I smoked too much pot, but SAMAIA, ELDRAATH of SAMAIA's Golden Pyramid. You find her on Facebook, guys. You know me. I'm going to share the crap out of it. She's amazing. I can't say enough good stuff. We ended up seeing her again at the Salem Paracon and kind of hit it off really good. And I saw her again at the Warrens Convention this year, Mohegan Sun, and she just glows. She shines through her products. Fuck it. Let's let her talk to it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for checking in. What's up, Lisa? Appreciate you checking in from the Conjuring House in the background. What's up, Betsy Brown from Colorado? SAMAIA, what's up?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good.
Good. I hope sorry for the ADD introduction there, but
it's all good. Thank you very much for having me on your show tonight.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a blast. We already got about 6 people checking in. What's up, guys? You got any questions? Drop it below on the side there. So I'm going to start off like I usually do. I guess I don't want to break tradition. And I just want to, because I like to know personally before the questions get going. Where did this all start for you? Where did you find your gifts? Where did this stop? You know what I mean? You get to the age where you stop watching cartoons and little kid stuff and you start getting into this otherworldly shit. When did this all go about and how?
Ooh, okay. Let's see. I will start back. I was raised Roman Catholic. Went to Catholic school.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a recovering Catholic too myself.
There's a lot of us out there. So when I was 9, I made my first altar. I didn't really know what I was doing. It was like a table. I put flowers on there. I had a little candle and incense because I actually never liked going to church because I felt like there were too many other people. And if I wanted to have a personal relationship with the Creator, I didn't want to be around other people. And it was weird because I could sometimes hear what other people were saying in their prayers. And it felt very crowded to me inside the church. So I was like, I would rather do my worshiping and celebrating of the Creator on my own. Let's fast forward a little bit to around 15. I don't know if it was necessarily like a rebellious phase, but I started wearing a lot of black and I started to become interested in witchcraft.
Ooh, yep.
Yes. I felt a very strong pull. And actually I was like, well, there seemed to be some very similar rituals that people are doing. Lighting your incense, lighting your candles. That's what they would do in church. So lighting incense, lighting your candles, maybe putting out flowers or some other offering.
Very similar patterns in in these religions. Yeah.
So it didn't feel weird to me to do that. I just I felt like I just needed something else. So fast forward to maybe 21 or 22 when I had moved to Germany.
Oh, wow.
And that was the time when I had declared myself a witch, a solitary practitioner. I'm skipping some things because it might take too long, but I had felt that really strong pull. And I got my first pentagram ring. And I was Wiccan for several years. I went into the traditions of Wicca. I did the 8 Sabbats of the year. We say blessed be to anyone else that I saw wearing the pentagram, not the inverted one, because we were always told it was evil. So the upright pentagram, signifying earth, air, water, fire, and spirit. Yes. So I was into that for several years. And then I was like, I really like this, but I feel like incomplete, because through those kind of traditions, the Wiccan stuff, I just felt like it didn't really honor the darkness. Everything is really about light and being in the light. And I had a very strong dark side to myself. So I kind of went into looking around to try to see, like, I need something that's going to complete me. So, of course, I went all the way to the other side into dark magic. And honestly, I felt a little bit more whole and complete, because it really helps you to honor both sides of yourself. Everything is not about, blessed be, everything is so joyful and great. No, that's not the reality of the situation. We function much like nature. So there is the daytime and the light, and then there is the dark time.
Yeah.
The darkness. So.
Wow.
And then for a few years, I was doing some of my own black magic rituals. And then I was pulled to actually join a coven. So I was I'm not going to give any names, but I was in a black magic coven for almost 3 years. So I went from one side and I went all the way to the other. And I will say this, it really helped me to develop my magic, because everything was about magic. And the reason why I'd never joined any other covens before that is because I didn't want to deal with human nonsense. I just wanted to deal with the magic. I just wanted the study. And then it became clear to me that I was definitely going to need a mentor, because when you're really getting into some more advanced magic, you really need someone who's going to be able to help you and give you some guidance. Smart. So it was within that coven that I met my mentor and his wife and his daughter. And then a couple of years after being in that, we decided we were going to leave that coven, because the reasons why we joined in the first place, they started changing things around. And it's like, well, that's not really why we signed up. So I think we're just going to go on ahead and leave. And that was a huge problem. That turned into a big spiritual war, covens versus covens. So,
oh boy,
yeah, it was pretty fucked up. And
wow. But
I will say, and it's taken me quite some time to be able to look at this whole situation from a broader perspective, where you can pull yourself back and really take a look at the entire situation. First of all, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about magic. Magic is pretty much magic. Really, it depends on the person who is using the magic as to really whether it's going to be dark or light.
Their intentions.
Yes, everything is about intentions. That's something I learned very early on with magic.
Absolutely.
Everything is about your intentions. So that spiritual war, I didn't know how to fight on a spiritual level. But I learned very quickly, when dropped into a big pile of shit, you start learning very quickly how to defend yourself and how to launch attacks back at people for the purpose of defending yourself.
Learning the hard way. I tell you, that's how so many people sing about. I mean, not to change the subject, but from rappers to musicians to metalheads, everybody sings about adversity and how they triumph things learning the hard way, unfortunately, and that you seem to triumph through that. You seem like you'd be a loner, not in a bad way, but you seem like you wouldn't. I mean, obviously, every witch needs its coven to an extent, but you seem like you'd be like the head witch, not the head bitch, the head witch in charge. You know what I'm saying?
The head bitchy witch in charge. Speaking of being in charge, this coven was divided into different sections. So I was actually the head of one of the towers, and that tower dealt with love and relationships. Wow. So I did actually was the head of a particular tower. And I'll tell you something.
Excuse me.
The things I learned about love and relationships, and it included everything. It wasn't just happiness and joy and love. It was like dominatrix work. It was how to take someone's soul, how to twist someone around your finger, how to manipulate, how to mind control.
Yeah.
So, and during this time, we did work with demons. So see, not all demons are bad. In fact, a lot of them were teachers. And I learned a lot of different things. Wow. And one of the most important things I learned from being in that tower of love and relationships was self-love. There's all different kinds of things you can learn from, you could learn from that space, even from the lightest of light and about relationships where people are monogamous together, not where people are cheating. You could also learn from another spirit how to seduce people into having affairs. But the one who taught me the best and the most was about self-love. And I know everybody is like, oh, of course, self-love, but most people don't have any self-love. They don't know how to.
People self-love is buying. Oh, I'm going to go buy some chocolate. Self-care, No, and that's great buying yourself. But we're talking like deeply self-love, not buying yourself little trinkets or going to the movies. That's all great, but self-love, with the meaning, right? I mean,
yes. Learning to love ourselves it's really learning to love all parts of you. Not just the parts that you like, but the parts that you don't like. Hold
on. Everything, inner, outer, not just like, I got muscles and, I really like my beard. No, like, you like the path you're on. You understand your faults, your own faults. Like I used to get nervous and I used to not like myself because I talk a lot. I talk, but so now I got a show and I get paid to talk. So I turned what I thought was a weakness into a positive, right?
Yes.
So I talk a lot. Fuck it. I'm a host of a podcast. I get paid. I get sponsors. Fucking cool. So I used to down myself. People, there's Adam. He's a spaz. And it's like, fuck, that beats you down when people talk shit, So not it's about me. I guess I'm just trying to compare. That makes self-love. You got to. Because if you start thinking that you're a piece of shit, everybody goes, you're just a fat piece of shit that talks a lot. Well, I guess I am. You're destined for failure. You're putting the negative out there.
Yes. So I can tie that into the products that I make. One of the most popular oils that I make is the love oil. And so the love oil starts with self-love first. That oil could also be used for attracting a partner, for deepening friendships, for deepening your relationship to yourself, for deepening your relationship to spirits or even your pets. Anyone or anything that you want to connect more with. It's a perfect oil for it.
I like that. It's got more than one meaning, so to speak. It's got more than one, more than one application that it's for. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not ignoring. I'm getting deep in chat. I knew I would. This chick knows how to chat. But what's going on, guys? I'm not ignoring you. Danny Perez says hi. Danny's with the Radicals. Him and his wife make Ouija boards out of coffin wood. They live in Connecticut, drive around in a hearse. So they're good people. Hey, thanks for checking in, Jean. She is the curator at the International Cryptozoology Museum. She chases big cats, pumas, and shit like that. She researches them in America. So everybody's checking in. What's up, Sean, Lisa? Wow, so that's pretty wild. It's funny because people talk about witches, they talk about their covens, and you legit know the meanings. You were in one. You're where Hollywood stops and where the Salem starts, so to speak. Have you been to Salem? You must have been. Yeah, you went to the Paracon. Yeah,
I've been to Salem a few times.
New Orleans
a few times. I've been to New Orleans too.
Wow.
I've been to the French Quarter twice. So the first time was then the last time was, when was it? We're in 24, so December of 2022 for my birthday.
Oh, very cool. December baby, Christmas baby. You're sensitive too. You're a psychic medium. You're into all that. We're gonna get into all that. People got questions about some of your stuff. But you must pick up when you go to places like that. Vibes, energy.
Yes, what's interesting is the first time I went, which was 2001. It may have been 2001, that first time that I had gone. And I was still a white witch at that time. So going there and not having as much power then as I do now, I definitely felt some darkness there.
Wow.
And I didn't understand that. I was like, something feels weird here to me, and I don't really know what it is.
Wow.
When I went back the second time, about a year and a half ago or so, things definitely felt different. It was like it had lost some of its vibration. It had lost some of the purity of being New Orleans. Wow. Things have shifted a lot in these past 20 years. Wow. So I was a little disappointed, and I was like, you know what? I don't really feel like I need to come back here and visit.
Wow.
I kind of felt like my experience there was complete.
Wow. You are legit fucking like on another level. You're on a plateau that most people haven't. Wow. I got a million questions going through my head. I know there's one in the chat, so let me get to them real quick. Right here. Betsy, what's up, Betsy? Appreciate you checking in again. She's been in for a while. When and or how did you recognize the sorceress aspect of your life? Great question, Betsy.
Oh, that is a good question. It's interesting because there's magic in my family, except it skipped a few generations to come through me. I don't know if other members were not ready for it, or they had forgotten, or sometimes things just skip over generations.
Yeah.
At that time, I didn't refer to myself as a sorceress. At that time, I was a witch. It was a very kind of gradual process. My family was always against any of this because they're super Catholic. So any of this stuff is like tarot cards, wearing black a lot. It was very demonic to them, but I went where I felt I was drawn to go. The sorceress aspect came about a few years ago, when it's like, I'm not really a witch, but I'm something else. I felt like I became a little bit more than a witch. No disrespect to anybody. I've just been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
And I just graduated into kind of sorcery. It's very much about magic.
Thomas is right. What's up, Thomas? Checking in from the Archangels of the Paranormal. She's on another level. You're absolutely fucking right. I've talked to many psychics and mediums, and I think, even a shaman or two, and they're all great. No disrespect to any of my past guests, but SAMAIA, holy cow. And yes, that's her spirit name. That's her chosen name. That's not her given name. And we're not going to say what her given name is, but that's her. You remind me of my girl Heather. Shout out to Heather. I'm sure she'll be on soon. Witch and Life Guide. You feel like you're on this planet, you're on this realm, but you don't belong here, or your timing's off. I think. Like do you believe that too? That you're not from this time? Do you think you don't fit in around this time? Period, I should say.
I do have some of that. And sometimes I feel like maybe we're not on the right timeline, because I feel like there's a bunch of different timelines, and I do believe in parallel universes.
Ooh,
because they do exist. They did prove that through quantum physics.
Wow.
So sometimes I feel like other versions of ourselves, sometimes they intersect. And if it's like you're having a particular feeling about someone, you're not experiencing it on this earth. It's like you're almost tapping into another version of yourself on another universe. I know it sounds weird and kind of convoluted, but that is what I believe. So sometimes I feel like I'm just overlapping with other versions of myself. I think sometimes that's what the deja vus are.
Wow, what a paradox. I mean, the thing is, we as humans on this planet, we don't know as much as we think we do. We still don't have a clue what the fuck's going on with the weather. And that's just the weather. So spiritually, yeah, other realms, people, I mean, they say there's time travelers. I mean, all that shit. People are taking pictures of themselves, their future selves, and their past. It's just, yeah, you are very, very open. You're a very old spirit, old soul that's very open to a lot. I can dig that. Dylan, what's up from Central Pennsylvania? I got a question. What's the most powerful feeling at any given time that you've experienced?
Good
questions, guys. Good questions.
That is a really good question.
Wow, awesome. Proud of you guys.
One of the times I definitely was not here. And it's not even the remote viewing. It's literally like I felt like I was in a different body. Not while I was dreaming, not on the astral plane, none of that. Literally in this time now, and it wasn't remote viewing.
So it's out of body experience of sorts, kind of. No,
in a way, it's kind of weird to explain, but I was here in this body, but I was not here at the same time. It's kind of like I was in a crossed over situation.
Like you were sleeping, like a shell of you was sleeping, so to speak, on autopilot, I guess, right? Maybe?
No, I was awake. I was awake, and it wasn't remote viewing. And I keep saying that because remote viewing will have you sitting right where you are, and then you can literally see a situation, a place, a time, or event, whether it's past, present, or future.
Wow.
And I'm not sure exactly why it skipped generations. Maybe I think a lot of us are just recycled ancestors. So, I don't know. Maybe it was just, I don't know. I was just the one that was open and ready to receive.
I think if it goes every generation, it almost waters it down. Not waters it down, but you got to leave room for expand. I don't know. So yeah, I could see that. What's up, everybody checking in? Hey, hello, Penny, my fabulous friends. What's up? Here's my girl Heather. What's up, girl? What's your life got in the house? So I want to talk a little about the candles that you got. I love the forms there because you have more than just obviously penis and vaginas, but you make the molds yourself. You make like the whole thing yourself, right? I mean, yeah. So you're a candle maker.
I purchased the molds.
Yeah.
One
wax, I mean. You pour the wax in?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I would do the wax, soy, and sometimes a little palm wax.
Oh.
I wouldn't necessarily say I am a great candle maker. It was something I had just started into my business.
A side thing, so to speak, yeah.
Sometimes the molds that I had, and they were plastic molds because there weren't a whole lot of places that sold adult candle molds. So, yes, and I always wanted to have the phallus and the yoni candles. I always wanted those because you can do so many things with them. I mean,
I love that.
Whenever people would walk by the table, they would always giggle or they would point, and sometimes
they notice you.
It was hard not to notice.
It's
And funny that you would bring up the first Warren's Paracon, because when I was talking to Chris, no, it was Tony. It was Tony and Steve.
Oh, Tony Sparrow. Okay, yeah.
Yes. And, he'd come by my table, and I had met him before because I had been to the Warren's Museum. Oh, that's another story.
Oh, shit, girl.
Yeah. And he came over, and we were laughing about the candles, and he was saying, he's like, oh, some guy came up and complained about your candles. He said, I just told him, walk by your table and don't look at them.
If what's funny, if we actually lived that philosophy, people just need to shut their mouths. You're right. That's what drew Heather and me to you. Heather's like, oh my God, look at that penis.
Yeah. I mean, that is pretty noticeable. It was so huge.
But Heather, she looked at you. She's like, look at her. She's like, she's stunning. Real quick, I want to bring on, real quick while I have you. This is, guys, this is her table here. Check this out. Look at that. All her oils, essential oils, there's the candles, the Egyptian heads and skulls.
Oh, yes. The cauldron and the Nefertiti. And I had so many candles, but the unfortunate thing is I did a lot of house sitting for my aunt, and that's where all of my candle supplies were, because it's a lot when you're making candles. You need a lot of damn space. And
yeah, I bet.
Her house, unfortunately, burned down, so I lost all of my candle making supplies.
Fuck.
So all I have, the few that I bring out with me, is what I had left.
Oh.
So it'll be a little while before I start making candles again.
Oh, well, that's good. We've got a little ways for Paracons come. Gypsy was there. She was at Salem Con. What's up, Loves Ritual Candles? Yeah, which reminds me, guys, if you want SAMAIA for your convention, you want her to speak, you want her to sell, you want her to talk on your podcast, she's more than a candle maker and a Reiki master, and fucking, as you can tell, she's very knowledgeable. Hit up Historically Haunted Booking. We'll get her on your show. We'll get her to your convention. For a small fee, she'll come to your convention and speak a little bit. So hit us up. We'll work something out. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Heather says about the fire. That sucks.
Yeah, it really sucked. That was the Thanksgiving night of 2022. So it wasn't that long ago, and it was still a little bit traumatizing. So
fucking Columbus, fucking pilgrims.
Yeah. But nobody was injured. So that was the most important part.
Praise.
Yeah.
I want to go back real quick. We still got more than a half hour. I got you're fantastic here. And for those just checking in, we're talking to SAMAIA, right?
Yes.
SAMAIA of SAMAIA's Golden Pyramid. I said it right, and I've had a beer and half a bowl or 2 bowls, so that's good. She's a sorceress. She's an enchantress. She's a psychic medium, candle maker. And one thing I want to talk about a little bit, you're into the Reiki. You do the Reiki, the third eye stuff, the whole,
yes,
right? You put the rocks in the back and all that stuff, right?
Reiki master, yes.
Yeah, Reiki master. That's impressive too. You wear a lot of hats. And not those beautiful crown ones that you had for the promo picture that Heather was like, look at that crown she's wearing. Yeah. Gorgeous. I go, yeah, it's really nice. But you wear a lot of hats. You really do. I mean, what got you into Reiki? Is it just kind of come with the territory?
It was, we're in 2024, so maybe 10 or 11 years ago was the first time I had Reiki done. And then I went to this lady a couple times, and I was like, I really like this. This is really amazing. And she said, well, why don't you become a Reiki master? Why don't you start, she would run these courses a few times a year, and that's how I got started.
Wow.
And I went up to Reiki master.
Stuff, the chakras, I mean, all that. I mean, even when you were graduated from a witch to a sorceress to enchantress, you're very much like you say, you're the white light. It's not all about boogity Satanism, which Satanism is not that bad. I've been to the house of Satan, and a lot of it is just believing in yourself. Instead of believing in God, believe in yourself, which is kind of a positive thing anyway. But I digress. What I'm trying to say is you're very grounded. You're very much an earth child, I feel like, right?
Mm-hmm.
You stay grounded a lot. Like Heather says, got to get grounded. She'll walk barefoot in the ocean. Go in the woods, walk barefoot. Got to get grounded. And I know what that means now. And that's, wow. Yeah, you're deep.
That's one of the most important things, though, is to stay grounded. Especially now with how fucked up the world is. And it's getting more and more fucked up.
Ugh.
it's very important for people to stay grounded and to protect themselves. And honestly, one of my biggest messages to people is you need to start cleaning yourselves up on an energetic level, on a spiritual level, on an emotional level. I don't think we really have the time that we used to just marinate in our trauma. Like, we need to clean that shit up, heal from it, and move on. And I'm not suggesting that it's easy, but we gotta get moving here, because we gotta be ready for all the shit that's coming. All of the things that are going to be thrown at us. We've been in a spiritual war for hundreds of years.
You're awake. You know what's up.
And it's coming.
Your third eye is open. This Facebook drama and petty bullshit and burnt toast and they fucked my coffee up at Lincoln. None of that shit matters, guys. Your possessions don't matter. Your big fancy trucks don't matter. Come on, guys. When shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Holy fuck, you've lived a lot of lives. Guys, go ahead and ask some more questions. I'm still stunned. I got to ask some fun ones because that's what I'm known for, but I just want to ask serious ones because you know your shit. Excuse me. Pardon me.
You want to talk about the museum?
Huh?
The Warrens Museum?
I'm going to get some fun ones after, but let's talk about that. Heather and I went to pick up Chris McKennell, Judy's son, Lorraine's grandson, back in 2019. My mom passed away. We went to Monroe to meet Annabelle, and we met up with him. I was part of the Warren Legacy Foundation at the time. So we went to the house, went to the third floor, got us his stuff, brought him up to the Monroe. Did not go in the museum, but we saw the gazebo and shit. But I want to hear your story. I definitely do. What's up, Father Ken Torres? Speaking of the Warren Legacy. What's up, Father?
So it was back in 2013, and they were just having, I don't know how many times a year they would do these, but from even back in 2012, every time I went on their website, everything was always booked. So finally, I was able to get into their April 2013. Lorraine was there. Tony was there. And, you went in the house, and there were a lot of chickens and stuff around. Literally just kind of running around. We went into the living room. They played us a video. And it was a VHS. It was not a DVD, from an exorcism that they had done years before. And then we went downstairs into the museum. And when you go downstairs, that little hallway before you get there, as soon as you walk down the bottom of the stairs, it was fucking ice cold. And then you walk down that little hall, and it's woo, you could just feel all that damn energy. And we went into the museum, and what I really had wished is that they had a bigger space.
Yeah. A little garage, a little shed or something.
Some of the things had, little notices on them, this is from this year, this is what it's from. But most of the stuff they weren't labeled.
Wow.
So we went in, and, you got to take pictures, and they were you have to be out by 9:00, because after 9, they said things get real funky down there. So, everybody saw the Annabelle doll, got a picture next to her.
This is before the movies. 2013. Yeah. This is old school.
This is 2013. That's
God
right.
Damn. Sorry to cut you off, but this is fucking wow.
It was incredible. I have a shit ton of pictures. I have a shit ton of pictures.
You must have been going ape shit in a room with the most fucking haunted possessions in the world in one place. You must have been fucking.
It was weird. I actually liked it there.
Wow.
There's some dark energy that doesn't bother me. That doesn't make me feel gross. And I don't know. I really liked it there.
Wow.
So yeah, everybody got their pictures with Annabelle, and then the other item that I really loved was the satanic idol. That weird looking green thing.
Wooden post thing that was found at Sandy Hook where the shootings were in Connecticut.
Yes. That was the one found in the woods. Yeah. So after that, after the museum, we went to the cemetery where Ed is buried. Took pictures there, and then we went to an Italian restaurant to have a nice dinner.
Roberto's.
Yes. And then I purchased the book, and I have 2 pictures with Lorraine, and she signed it for me. She's such a beautiful, gentle, loving spirit. She
Oh my
was
God.
just beautiful and
She took you right
gentle
in, huh?
and kind and
Oh,
sweet. And she really is that way. You know, how sometimes people pretend to be that way. She
same.
really just lovely, beautiful.
Father Ken can verify she was a sweet. I've heard the things that she's like everybody's grandmother. And I said, well, I know that seems Hollywood, but no, I guess
No, she really was like that, and genuine too. That's really just beautiful.
I love how you're not dark or light. You kind of toe the line. You're like Johnny Cash. You're right down the middle, right?
No, I'm not.
You don't think so?
No.
You think you're more towards the dark?
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
it's not. I don't usually like to say those things to people, because sometimes people get weird and they get the wrong impressions and they think, oh my God, it's got nothing to
you're
do
not
with that.
slitting the throats of goats and drinking their blood of virgins.
Nope,
and shit,
that
right?
no, that definitely not.
That's what I mean. There's you can have. There's yin to the yang. There's got to be, because you seem sweet as pie. You know what I mean. But at the same time, no one's gonna fuck with you, and you know your shit. So that's why it's like it seems like you would be. And I'm not trying to disrespect you at all, because you know you better than I know you. Mm-hmm. But it seems like you very much are. You're a decent human. Yes. But you could still be into the darkness and be decent, I think. Like, I was into death metal for a while, and I had the piercings and shit, and fucking everybody thought I was just fucking going to cemeteries and starting fires and shit. Right. I wasn't. I just liked heavy metal, but that's right. People put you in that box when you wear black, like an emo kid, right?
Exactly. Yeah, but
that's cool.
I will tell one story. Some people might find it gross, but
fuck them.
You have to remember this was for a spiritual purpose, and for purposes of gaining some good powers. So when I belonged to the Black Magic Coven, there was a spider mother goddess there. One of the ones that we interacted with. Exactly. Yes, that's exactly right.
And that's coming from a father. This dude's and he's not a Catholic priest. He's a religious priest. And I'm not trying to, but he works with Chris McKinnell and Lorraine's grandson, Warren Legacy Foundation, Kenneth, out of Florida, California. He just became a father and stuff. Very, very, very. He's with a Monsignor and shit, but he's very much open. He understands Satanism. Sorry to cut you off, but that's cool. That's cool. I like that we're reaching. We get the. That's cool. That's dope. Anyway, cut. Take 2. Go.
Yes. So, I did choose the Spider Mother goddess to do some work with her. One of the rituals that you're to do when you're trying to deeply connect with her, you have to sacrifice some spiders. Now, this is what she wanted. This is what she wanted. And in order to connect with her that way, to learn about her, to absorb some of her abilities, you would get a spider, and she always directed me to which ones to get. You collected a spider and you put it on top of a sigil and you chanted a very weird thing over it. You left it for a few days until it passed. Then you mixed the dead spider into a drink and you had to drink it. Do that one time a month.
Way.
So I did that for 12 months back to back, so that I could learn how to do the weaving that spiders do.
Because you became at one with the spider, taking them so many in, you're absorbing them, absorbing their body, their soul. Yes. And holy shit, Samaiya. You're like one of my favorite fucking guests ever, dude. And I've been doing this for a while. I've had some crazy guests. This is fucking wild. Oh my God. You guys got to get her on your show. Message me. Holy shit. This is fucking wow. My neighbor's probably fucking like, what the fuck? Holy shit.
It's not like, I'm not saying this like it was super easy. It's like, first of all, I didn't like killing the spiders. And I don't kill spiders, but
it died on its own though, right?
But that, yes. But still. You capture it, and so
Right, take it out of its habitat, I guess.
It's not like you collect them and you smash them. No, they have to be alive for a few days over the sigil and chanting. And I remember one day, long time after that, it's like all 12 of the spiders turned red, and it's like they woke up, and the energy that they brought to me was really fucking powerful. Because what's so powerful about spiders is their ability to weave and create.
Look at Spider-Man, walk on walls, walk on ceilings. Their eyes, their vision, they can see everything at all times. They're the ultimate predator. They set up practically an invisible net. Their victim comes into it, and while it's struggling, it just comes over, ties it up. It's fucking fantastic. I mean, think about the vampire. That's kind of what it's based on, the vampire in a way. Wow. Mind-blowing. What's this Ken say? Sounds like my days in the military, going to Tijuana and drinking viper blood with tequila. Holy shit.
Oh.
Might want to get shots. That's pretty wild. I do it. I fucking try anything. I'm like, what's up, Nate? What's up, brother? Says hello to you and I. Nathaniel Elwell. What's up, my friend? Wow. That's pretty wild. Yeah, viper blood. I believe that shit. So this I gotta ask you because I'm fucking dying to know. And it's a silly question, I know, but fuck it. Give me some of your favorite movies. Like, what do you like to watch in your downtime? What are you I'm dying to know? Practical Magic? I mean, is it like
No, not really. I like mysteries and horrors, and I mean, I do like comedy too, but I do kind of like darker things.
Give me a killer. Who's one of your favorite killers?
Pinhead.
Oh my fucking God. No one ever says it.
I love
No one
Pinhead.
ever says it.
You know why? Because he would talk so much shit to people. He would just blow their minds. He didn't just come through and hack. It was like he came through and he would just like say shit.
It was deeper than Leatherface and Jason. I love Jason. I love Chucky. All that shit.
Oh, of course.
But a little dolls, but Hellraiser, Pinhead.
Yeah, that's my
angels
dude.
To some, demons to others.
That's right.
Fucking hey, man! Oh my God Almighty! You watch those movies? I met him. I met the very first one at the Paracon a couple years ago. Holy Bradley or something. And he looked at me. He goes, "Angels to subs." I go, "Oh,
yes.
Oh boy!" Yeah. He signed on my thing. Angels to subs, demons to others.
Demons to others.
Yes. That's dope. I like that. So you're a Hellraiser chick. You're definitely into like the old school horror. What about real life serial killers? Not to be morbid. Who do you dig? Like, I'm H.H. Holmes, America's First. He grew up in New Hampshire. I've been to his house.
I would probably have to say Eileen Wuornos.
Eileen.
Simply because she was a woman. You know what I mean? And it was like, these fucking men are always killing women. Like, we need some women to start killing men. So I enjoyed her, and I wanted there to be more.
He preached. Thelma and Louise, baby. Yeah. That's dope. Another fun one. How about tunes? What about music? You very spiritual, listen to like, or do you jam with like Sublime and shit? What do you listen to?
I listen to, I have a pretty wide taste of music, but my favorites, the ones I listen to the most, are probably reggae. Because my family, I'm Jamaican.
Just gonna say Bob Marley, which is
Jamaican.
The Wailers, yes.
So there's reggae, there's dancehall, R&B, rap, hip hop, even some of the old alternative music from back in the day. There's some rock. I do like some Metallica.
Oh, dope! Serial killer. He's a big serial killer fan too. There's
yes, yeah.
I tend to. I love growing up. I love Pinhead. I love Jason. I love Freddy Krueger.
Of course.
But now that I'm getting older, I kind of like the based on true events. It's kind of like the other day for the first time ever, The Town That Dreaded Sundown. I watched about the Texarkana killer, Texarkana, Texas. One with the bag on his head they never found. I watched that. It's like 1967. Holy fuck. Terrifying.
Well, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre was scary as fuck. The remake that they did was pathetic. It was
I wish I had a sound button. Thank you.
There's some things that you just need to leave the fuck alone, and that should have just been left. You can't redo that.
God, How do you have a good aspect on everything in life? You're not normal. I have an exposure that's been stationed. I had exposure to. I had what? Oh, exposure to that being stationed in Mojave Desert, a little hole in the wall bars. Oh, maybe she's talking about the music, maybe, or the movies. I'm sorry, I'm falling behind. Mike Myers, my favorite. That's cool. So let's give me some destinations, girl. Fuck you. So you've been to Germany. I gotta ask you, did you go to which mountain in Germany?
No, I actually lived in Cologne for some years.
Cologne. Okay. Yeah.
I've gotten a chance to travel around quite a bit. Well, when you're living there, it's pretty easy to hop to other countries around. So, what was interesting about Germany is I went to an old concentration camp. Well, obviously it's old, but that was fucking wild. It was the one right outside of Berlin, and that was a very fucked up experience.
Wow.
And this was quite a long time ago, but I didn't really understand anything about my powers because they were all twisted and tangled and weren't flowing freely. But I remember walking up to the gate and it said, the sign translates to work makes you free. And I remember we were walking up to the gate and I started crying. And I had this overwhelming feeling of fear and depression and anxiety. It was like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I had no idea what was going on. I just burst into tears and I was almost afraid to keep walking inside, but
so much pain in there.
It was fucked up.
So much pain.
So I also went to obviously France, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales.
Wow.
Belgium, Luxembourg, Italy.
Oh, what the fuck?
Spain, Hungary, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. But that was just over there. And then I got a chance to go to Thailand twice.
Wow.
My mentor is out there now, so you need to go and see him. Where else?
What about local places like Mexico, Canada?
Been to Mexico, been to Canada.
You've been to Maine?
Not yet.
Oh, got you.
Not yet.
There, yeah. Dude, I'd love to show you around. You know that we got the Appalachian Trail ending up here by Mount Katahdin, where the Wendigo started. Stephen King's Bangor, of course, with his mermaids that have been seen and down. I'd love to show you around. A couple of witch graves. Mary Nason in York, the White Witch of York, right? Mm-hmm. She was an exorcist and an herbalist in 1750. And she was killed at 27 years old for being that. And they put a concrete slab above her grave. Yeah. 5 inches above it. So there's Bacardi there. There's coins. And there's an epitaph of her. And it's got her blouse with her boobies up top a little bit. And it's got her eyes. And I got a picture of the tombstone. Me and my mom. Rest in peace, Mom. Love you. Me and my mom had a picture next to the tombstone. And Mary's eye went red. Maybe I'll send that to you later if you don't mind. Check it out. Tell me what you think. I'd love to bring you there. Seriously. You respect that shit.
Yeah, I do.
We got 10 minutes to go, but I can go over if you don't mind, because I got fucking tons of questions. People timing in.
Oh, yeah.
Leatherface is based off Ed Gein. That's correct. He actually is loosely based off Ed. Yep.
Yes.
Eddie, he's a mama's boy. Hello from the old Gilchrist County Jail in Florida. What's up, Henry Lee? Appreciate you checking in. So let's get, you told me before this that you had a pretty, and I want to say it towards the end, we still got time, but you had a pretty freaky, scary, kind of gross, weird story.
Possibly that was my spider eating story.
Oh, fuck. That was it? Okay.
I told you some people might not find it gross, but.
Well, I've heard things like that. I've heard of people even in college eating like they're like little crickets and shit. But what you did it for, yeah, that was pretty fucked up. That's and then turning red like that. That's that would come into almost voodoo, wouldn't it? In a way?
Not necessarily. That's something different.
You dabble in that whatsoever?
Yes.
I was in New Orleans. Wow. And Enchantress is kind of self-explanatory. You definitely have a soothing voice. You get that look, and you kind of just take hold. Deep fried tarantulas. Well, you missed it, Nathaniel. That's why I also want to talk about real quick. She did some spiritual type stuff. Did some not hazing, I guess, but ritualistic type stuff.
It was rituals for a purpose
ritual.
to gain certain powers and magic. So
that's fucking wild, dude. Yeah, that's pretty wild. That's you're one of the most intriguing people I've read about. I've talked to, I should say. I say read about because I was just going to ask you, and I'm getting a buzz. So my apologies. I like to do that. That's my one vice. I like to let loose. I'm up here in northern Maine. I'm 3 hours north of my girl, and I stay up here all week and work. And I stay up here, and I get bored as fuck.
Yeah.
So I watch a lot of Stephen King movies, and then Thursday is my breakout night. You know what I mean? So I get a little buzz. So I apologize, but I gotta. You're amazing. You know your stuff. You're right into it, and I gotta ask you, like, I don't know. Do you use like sage and stuff? Do you believe in like? I mean, obviously, like you dabble in that stuff, but I believe candles and sage and even gems and rocks work for both, don't they? Healing and stuff.
Well, yes, they do. I mean, the crystals would represent the. Wonder who's here. Because my body is vibrating. Somebody must be around. My body does this a lot. Sometimes it's if spirits are around or someone is trying to communicate or there's just some energy. I don't know. I remember when this first started happening. This happened the first time my mentor was doing a distance healing because he was cleaning me up so I could get access to my psychic abilities. And he found a couple of very racist and patriarchal ancestors that were blocking my magic. So he had to clear them out. And we had timed it. I was up at Kripalu in Massachusetts, which is a huge yoga and Ayurveda center. So I had gone there for a few days to do some yoga and to have some peace and some quiet. And we had it timed perfectly, or I sat down on my bed and he said, okay, just open yourself and receive this energy. And I remember I started doing this and I was like, what the hell is that? And then it looked like some type of exorcism because I was like flopping all over the bed. It was kind of funny. And I was like, what the hell is a boom, 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 boom?
Wow.
Just kind of cleaning up and clearing off. So after that, that's when I started, my body would start vibrating like this.
Can you put up a wall? It just kind of does it, huh?
No reason for a while. I never feel anything negative in that.
It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't hurt you.
No, it's just vibrating.
It's letting you know that something's there. It's a sixth sense. It's what you got.
Sometimes it's something there, or and or a message is going to come through, because sometimes it just works that way.
My mom, dude. My mom was in the darkness. She loved cemeteries. She loved death. She loved fucking like heavy metal. She could be coming through, man. A lot of times I get people on and they say they hear my mom. I don't know if they're bullshitting or not, but it could be her. She'd probably love you. She'd love everything you're about, dude. She'd be all about you. You kidding me? She'd probably have one of everything you own. Okay, I know I was going to ask you now, but I was stoned and forgot, but I remember now. So, fuck. Yes. Do you plan on writing a book, a memoir, a biography, anything?
Wow. My cousin has been telling me for years that I need to write something.
You do. You plan on it. No pressure.
I did think about it, and I said, when I have proper time, I will definitely do that. I've seen some. Ooh, is that an evil eye?
It's an evil eye coming out of my bowl I bought. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I got my med card. It's legal in Maine, so fuck off, everybody watching. I can smoke marijuana.
Beautiful.
And I got to have real quick, this is my living room because it's cold as fuck. It's only 12 degrees.
Ooh.
I'm using my podcast room, but there's my serial killers above my TV. Oh. I got my little mantle above my fireplace. You see it?
Yes.
I get tarot cards and sage and witchwood. I got my little thing I got from the Satanic Temple in Salem. It's an 1854 funeral home, and it's the headquarters for the Satanic Temple. So yeah, would you like to get to New England? You've been to Salem, right? So you haven't been to New Hampshire or Maine, probably.
No, I haven't. Not
Okay.
yet. Not yet.
Fucking girl's been all over the goddamn planet, Germany, fucking Australia, but she ain't never been to Maine.
Not yet. Coming soon, though.
Killer.
I did purchase some items that used to belong to a black magic coven in New Hampshire.
Aleister Crowley had a retreat in New Hampshire. Aleister Crowley did.
Do what thy will, says the whole of the law. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Fucking weird. What?
Wow, we're touching on something here, guys. We got about 13 people watching, and they're, you are connected. What do you feel right now?
I don't know. Just a lot of movement.
You got a lot of people watching that, connecting with you. That could help. You got a lot of energy going your way, pulling towards you. A lot of people. What's up, Nate? What's up, Thomas? What's up, guys? Checking in. Appreciate you guys. We're talking to, I don't want to say High Priestess. She's not quite there yet, but we're talking to Witch. We're talking to Enchantress, Sorceress. We're talking to Candlemaker. We're talking to Spiritual Guider and owner of SAMAIA's Golden Pyramid, SAMAIA ELDRAATH right now.
Oh, I should probably tell you how I started SAMAIA's Golden Pyramid.
SAMAIA's. There's two different ways to say it. She told me.
SAMAIA. Either way, I respect.
Tomato, she says.
Tomato, potato.
Look at my beer real quick. I'm right here. 2 seconds.
Yes.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
I answer to many names. So,
just be respectful, motherfuckers, or she'll block you and put a hex on you, and I'll kick your ass. She's under my umbrella. She's part of my fam. You come to Maine, I'll put the red carpet out. Heather and I would love to spend the weekend with you up here. You come up to where I am, there's wild bunny rabbits. There's a big iron furnace by Mount Katahdin. And then you go down the road, right? There's a cemetery, and there's little rabbits that jump on the road. We can go out and hang out with the rabbits. You can come back, have a fire. I have a big couch. Saying it now. Come on over, crash.
You can sit and talk. 2018, September of 2018, I went with one of my friends to Salem for the weekend.
Yes.
And I was like, I really need to do some work on my chakras. And they're pronounced chakras. And the reason why I learned that is because during my first Reiki 1 class, there was an Indian lady in there, and she told us the correct pronunciation was chakras.
Wow.
Yes. So I said, oh, please, Essex Street has got all kinds of shops there. I'm certain I can find a nice set of chakra oils to use. And I went around and smelling, and some of them smelled nasty, and they didn't have any energy. So I said, oh, fuck it, I'll just make my own. When I first made it, it was just to use for myself. And then after, maybe after like 2 weeks after I made my batch, I said, ooh, you need to start making these for other people. Or sort of the voice in my head told me to do. So it started out with the chakra oils and the spray. And then I made like a love oil, a wealth oil, a psychic oil, and protection oil.
Wow.
And then from there, it just grew. And my first expo was January of 2019 in New York.
You definitely work it. You're on the road a lot. I noticed that. You definitely work it. Your booth look fantastic.
Thank you.
Well, while we get you here and talk about your products and people saw the pictures, can they order them online, Etsy, or just off Facebook?
They can go to my Etsy shop, but if they want something, I would like for them to email me and not go through Etsy, because Etsy is starting to take a fuck ton of money out. When I first started on Etsy, it wasn't like that. And I've noticed over time, they've gotten very sneaky. And next thing you know, they're taking half out.
Fucking cocksuckers.
I'll be getting my own website, but that's going to take a little bit of time. So, and I have also some products that I don't have on Etsy, which is my collection of goddess oils, which I just made like 2 months ago. No, 3 months ago.
Was that in the picture that I shared? Or no?
No. I made them in time for the Warren's Paracon back in October.
Is
To
that
celebrate.
what this is real quick right here? No?
That's several. No, I hadn't made that collection yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because that's a different tablecloth. But I did make crystal boxes too. So I would get crystals and arrange them inside of a, what do you call those things? You can see into it. It's a certain
Like
kind
a
of a
shadow
box
box.
that they call it. Yes, thank you. The shadow box.
Yeah.
I would glue them in there and put a spell on there for whatever purpose. Like I had a love box, a psychic box, a manifestation one, and a health box.
Wow. You're all
I do.
Fantastic. That's why you need a booking agent. That's why you got me, because you got so much on your plate. You don't get time to book this fucking shit, because I got to get you. You guys have conventions coming up. You know of any convention in your area? Message Adam Began. Message Adam, the historian goes, message the show and say, hey, would she like to come to such and such place? And that way I can find out if they're willing to pay her hotel and her travel fees. We'll get her there. But let me know if you like to see her in your town, because I think the best way to buy your products is in person. Yes. You'll save on shipping. You can actually talk to you one-on-one. Yes. Get a selfie. You're very awesome to meet. I mean, you feel fantastic when you meet you. I mean, Heather and me just walked away smiling. So you're on Etsy. Anything else? Are you on Instagram, YouTube, or anything?
Yeah,
like
I'm on Instagram.
Okay. Under your name or the pyramid?
On Instagram at SAMAIA's Golden Pyramid.
Okay. Of course, Facebook.
And then Facebook. Actually, I'm supposed to be under SAMAIA's Golden Pyramid, my Facebook page. And when I started posting under my magical name, SAMAIA ELDRAATH. So I did not get it. I didn't realize, I thought I was adding all these people to the Golden Pyramid one, but actually I was adding it to the SAMAIA ELDRAATH one.
Well, that's good. I've been sharing it. I've got you some new likes. I've been sharing your page as your booking agent. Donnie Green checking in from Pet Cemetery. Nice hat. Thanks, Donnie. Thanks for checking in, my friend. Donnie's my first client. So that's cool. He's part of the family. So yeah, what do you plan to do this year? Do you plan to travel more? Do you plan to do more in-house events or more online things?
Pretty much all the above. I mean, the one good thing is January is pretty quiet. So there's not really any expos or really any psychic fairs. Like, it's a quiet time. Sometimes February is too. So this is a good time for creating stuff.
Wants to recharge.
Yeah. Kind of creating, recharging, brainstorming, and figuring out what to do. Of course, I'll be back at expos. I'll be doing psychic fairs. I would like to, I just want to make more products and get more products out there into people's hands, it's important. And when I do create the oils, I feel like this is important to say, I don't just dump a bunch of oils into a bottle and go, here you go. No, it's the charging that goes into the product.
That's essential. That's the stuff that people don't fucking get.
Yeah.
Coming from a priestess, man, you know your shit.
It's a lot of charging that is done through moon magic or sun magic or any other forms of advanced magic. That's very important.
Wow. You're so fucking in tune with everything. The earth, the moon, the ocean. That's just... It reminds me of Heather. I hate to bring it up again, but it's true. It's like because she's the closest thing I know to a witch, and a lot of the shit she tells me, you're saying exactly the same type of shit, and it's not just a Hollywood thing. It's true. It's strong empowerment, strong females in this world, strong souls. Wow,
and that's very important. And
wow.
I do feel like the feminine form and feminine essence is being greatly attacked in the world. Fuck
that.
In all different kinds of ways.
I'm sorry, fellas, but females, no, I'm sorry. It's true. And I'm not trying to even say that guys suck. I'm just saying it when it comes down to it, the perspective of things, when it comes down to it, mother is the healer. The female is the goddess, the nurturer, the spiritual one. There's guys ones too, for sure, but So yeah, that's cool. Anything that I don't want to take up all your time, but is there anything you want to talk about? Anything I left out? You want to ask? Okay, I usually ask my guests if they want to ask me a question. You got one for me?
Would you like to do some spiritual healing work?
Wow, you read my mind. I'm gonna cry. No, yeah, I would. Yeah, I saw a counselor for a while, and then COVID hit, so I couldn't see her in person anymore, and we kind of stopped meeting, and I kind of let it go. And since my mom died, I don't know if you know or not, but I died a year later in a car crash. I got hit in a head-on collision. I died for 38 seconds. It was on record. They paddled me back in the ambulance, cut my clothes off. I spent 2.5 hours in the hospital, unconscious, not remembering anybody's phone number, and they couldn't find my wallet or phone. So no one visited me at all, and it was during COVID. So that Heather came down and got me, and yeah, long story short, I could use it. I cry a lot. I cry at least 3 times a day. I know it sounds cool, like I'm a podcaster and a booking guy, and people pay me to, but I'm a human person, motherfucker. And when I'm up here, it doesn't take much to get me to cry, and it sucks shit because I'm not suicidal, but sometimes I just not assume not be alive. I know it sounds weird, but long story short, yeah, I could use some.
Okay, good.
Sorry.
No need to apologize. So we could definitely do some work on that because I feel like you need to do a little bit of work, do some clearing.
I want to make sure I'm doing the right shit. No one's guiding me. I don't have my dad's in my life, but not really. And we don't, you know what I mean? I don't really have a lot of friends. Heather's my guider, but I don't have a lot of wise men. I don't have an elder that helps me. My family don't talk to me since my mom died. Like I'm a piece of shit. They see me as a paranormal guy and a podcast guy, and they don't know I represent Donnie or Stacy, the fucking Pennywise, because they don't check into my life. I got them blocked from the show. They can't even see this episode because they don't just talk to me. They think I'm a loser because I smoke weed. So yeah, I got a lot of resent work or whatever. But I try to do a good thing. You know what I mean? I try to fucking just live my life. I don't hurt no one. I'm a stepfather, so to speak. And it's not about me. But I guess I answered your question, so that's good. So let's talk about what do you like to do in your spare time when you're not reading souls or putting spells on things? You must have some sort of escape, some sort of little gluttony.
I like traveling.
You do, huh? You really do.
I really like traveling. It's very good to get out in the world and see that other people do things differently and everything still works.
It saved me. Traveling is a trip. I put the phone down. I drive. I'm like, look at that old church. What do you travel? By car, by train, by plane, by boat, by whatever?
By whatever is needed.
Check this out. Rachel, Alexis, Aaron checking in. Guess what I'm burning? Candle witch candles for Rachel. I got to order some from SAMAIA. I'm going to do that later when I get off the phone.
I love pumpkin. You know, Candle Witch is the one who told me about you. This was right before the Warrens Paracon.
That's right.
And she's the one who told me about you. I said, okay, well, introduce me to him. Hey, yes.
Someone's ears be ringing.
Hi, baby. Yes.
What a small world. Well, you're kind of Connecticut based. I don't want to blow it. No, we don't need stalkers out there, but you're Connecticut based. You're New England based, right? For the most part?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. You're kind of by Sleepy Hollow, New York. I like that.
Well, it's about an hour and a half from where I am.
Oh, that's right. Heather and I went a couple years ago. As my mom passed away, I get some money. I said, we're going to Sleepy Hollow. I got to go to Terrytown, go see Washington Irving's grave, you know. So you dig that stuff too? You like history? You like normal, like American history or just world history?
I like.
Or did you find it intriguing, I guess?
I like supernatural histories.
Like Betty and Barney Hill, alien abduction?
Yeah, I like all that stuff.
Brandon and I helped load Annabelle up at the Word Con in Mohegan Sun. What's up, Brandon? He was there. I'm sure he remembers your table. Everybody checking in from Haunted Souls Paranormal. Dan Klein, what's going on? Rachel, sorry, I got Alicia over taking care of my shipping orders. Good evening. Years must have been ringing. SAMAIA was talking about you.
Yes.
But you formed your own identity. I'm honored to sponsor you, or not sponsor you, but I'm honored to represent you and to try to get you the best things out there because you know your shit. I don't just take people on for the fuck of it. And you're a go-getter. You're already established. You You said you're a little bashful, but dude, you're doing a killer interview here.
It's not bashful. It's private. So
private.
Other than like
interview, you're amazing, girl. This is amazing.
Thank you. Other than like going to the expos where you really have to be interacting with people, I usually would like to keep. Oh, thank you. Oh,
That's Danny there, the president, the Ouija boards and drive around the hearse.
Yes.
She uses her oils when she does her investigations. She did a thing with Sam Brutalis. Rachel's gonna call you later, girl.
Yes. Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh God, I forgot what I was talking about.
This show's got ADHD, so we're good.
I totally forgot what I was talking about.
It's really not a professional podcast, but people seem to like it. Fuck it.
I remember. I remember what I was trying to say is that it's not bashful. It's just private. And Spirit definitely told me towards the end of last year that I really need to put myself out in the world more. So beyond just going to expos, developing more relationships with people in these fields, in these areas, getting to know more people in the paranormal field, getting to know more people in the metaphysical field. And I always make a separation.
Yeah. You got something out there that's going to be known. And like you said, being what you are is going to get you where you need to be known. And conventions are great. But that little extra push, man. Yeah. You know your shit. You know what's up. So as far as like readings and card readings, can people book those with you through Messenger?
Sure.
On the SAMAIA's Golden Pyramid and stuff?
In fact, I do them over Facebook Messenger. That's what I do.
Oh, good to know. You guys hear that?
So
you can reach out.
So like we can see each other. So that's how I do them.
I'm going to rob another 10 minutes out of you because we got 15 people watching. That's pretty good. I usually try to get going when we get below 10 or so, but 15 is pretty good. You guys get any questions for SAMAIA here? We can just ask them in chat. Say hi. Say where you're from. Don't be shy now, guys. There's a lot of people that probably just watch that are haters, but fuck them. But you guys can book her for shows, like I said, through Historically Haunted Booking LLC. Get her for your podcast, your radio show. I can get you on a couple other shows, I think. Conventions, like I said, if you get some in your area, if you run one, let me know. We'll get her on there. Hasn't really done speaking yet, but we'll get her up on there on the stage with some speaking. You guys get some Quaaludes or something. We'll get her one and we'll get her on the stage. Just kidding. What do you have for? Give me like a advice. What do you got for advice for anybody watching for themselves going through shit? A little freebie.
Before I say that, when you said Quaaludes, it made me think of Scarface.
Oh,
give her another Quaalude, she'll love me she'll love me again, or she'll love me in the morning or something like that. Yes. Quaaludes, Quaaludes equals Scarface.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yes.
That's dope.
Advice for people. Really start being honest with yourself. Because I didn't realize it until I had been doing these readings for years, is people lie to themselves a lot. So if you can't be honest with yourself, then you're definitely going to be lying to other people. And at this point, where we are in the world right now with what's going on, we don't have time for that shit. So people need to really start cleaning themselves up, start dealing with your trauma. Even if it means you need to go to a therapist and have somebody help walk you through it. We have to start dealing with them, because I don't think life is meant to be about dealing with trauma. Life is meant to be enjoyed. We're meant to create and love life and love other people and love ourselves and love nature. We're supposed to be in a more positive state of manifesting. And you can't really do that if you are stuck in your trauma.
No.
And I only say this because I do this. It's not like I say one thing to people and I do something different. No, I'm doing the work now. I've been doing the work. In fact, I've been unwell, actually, if I'm going to be really honest, for the last almost 2 weeks. Going through like a healing crisis.
Just fucking New Year's.
It was all this crap, and I asked for this. all this crap is coming up and out, and it comes in different ways. So it's been kind of fucking with my health. So it's kind of releasing a lot of stuff. When you're going through deep, heavy periods of cleansing, you're going to have healing crisis. And I'm in one right now. So
fucking preach.
It might not seem like it, but I was able to pull myself together for an hour or so.
It's yeah, you fucking I can't even add to that. You said it. It's yeah. The older you get, life doesn't get easier, so to speak. It just gets, I don't know, man. It gets harder to deal with, especially the new generation. Especially just the money on things alone and everything. The cost of everything's fucking outrageous. Yes, people's attitude sucks right at the balls, and there's just nothing good on nothing. And politics suck cock, and there's just nothing good on nothing. There's really not. The only thing that really I like to focus on is our field and old movie stars, horror movie stars that get on my show, and that's about it. Yes. Because I don't know, man. I watch pro wrestling because it's an escape. That's my one vice. I watched it since I was a kid. I don't fucking know. But yeah, you're right. In this new world, it's running away with itself. I don't think enough people are grounded, SAMAIA. I don't think enough people. So that's good advice.
There's a lot of distraction and things, and it's done on purpose to keep people from dealing with their shit. Yeah. Yes. And it works, but we got to get out of that and really just start dealing with our shit and go through the time when it's uncomfortable, and most of it is uncomfortable. But once you get it up and out and you release it, you don't have to keep dealing with it.
It's like an orgasm. You need a cigarette after. It'll feel pretty good.
Speaking of cigarettes, I quit smoking.
Wow, proud of you.
For the last time.
Good.
No,
I'm proud of you.
No, people don't need friggin' gum or any of that crap. That just lets me know they're not really ready to be finished. When you're done smoking, you don't need shit. You don't need any help smoking aids. No. Literally, I was just like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit, and that was
it. Mind over matter.
That was it.
It should be. If it can't be, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Like I was homeless for a year and a half in an RV with no power, and I lived when it was 20 degrees with a fucking space heater, and I thought to myself, this is hell. But at the same time, I thought to myself, holy fuck, how primitive is this? I don't need a house with a heater and a furnace, as much as I would have been great. But I don't, you know what I mean? I think to go back to the basics, to go back to the earthly shit, technology, man, it's mind control to an extent. It's almost, I don't know. You know what's up because you're an earth type person. You're an earth.
Speaking of mind control,
you know
that's another thing we have to be very careful of, because they're doing mind control on us all the damn time through all technological advices, through.
You think they're watching us right now?
Wi-Fi, of course. You're in the paranormal field, so of course there's going to be somebody watching people in the paranormal fields. If there's a machine that tells them about spikes of energy. So if there's a lot of spikes of energy, they're going to be taking a look into that.
The more I get, more viewers,
a lot of
more
religious or spiritual, any kind of covens, they're being watched too. It's not paranoia, it's just the way that it is.
Quit talking so much sense, would you? It's dangerous. They gotta take you out. She knows too much, guys.
Well, sometimes, they do a lot of things through mind control and disturbing frequencies, disturbing people's frequencies.
I'm gonna disturbing frequencies, right? I'm gonna draw 11 more minutes out of you. We're gonna go right to a flat 8:30. Okay. StreamYard's giving me the go ahead, so that's good. Okay. I only use a free service. I don't pay for it, so fuck them. What was your best part of last year besides conventions and I guess just meeting people, learning new shit? You feel like you're always learning, right? No one knows everything.
Oh, no, nobody can know everything. It's the learning process never stops. I think if you stop learning, you're dead. So
preach. Yeah.
The learning, I mean, there's so many things to learn, and I don't think we can learn everything in one go around, in one lifetime. We need a lot. Need quite a few times to understand. And even I was saying to myself, as I've not been feeling that well for the last few weeks, it's like, okay, we need to get past all this human foolishness and move up to that higher level of consciousness. So it's like
into it.
Just having to deal with this human crap, the basic day-to-day stuff that keeps you distracted from advancing to higher realms. Just trying to move through this.
I got to ask you, because you seem advanced like Heather and I, and some people I know, not everyone. What do you do when you just see normies, as I call them, going through life, patting themselves on the back for these just little achievements? Or if you work at a regular job and you see these people just all gun-ho about their job. People like you and I know life's beyond that shit. This is just literally nothing. It's just, I don't have faith in any of that bullshit. But a lot of people do. Do you find it silly that you're awake and they're not? I do sometimes. I call them sheep. You know what I mean? Like, look at them. They don't know. People line up at parades and shit. Because you're awake.
It's not, unfortunately, I wouldn't necessarily, well, sometimes I have called it stupid before, but understanding that people advance at different times and in different ways, and some people may never advance. So just kind of meeting people where they're at. And of course, I'm always encouraging people to clean themselves up so they can move higher up that level of consciousness. But
some are beyond
some people, some are just, they're just not capable of doing it. So
you know
just
what I mean?
Meet people where they're at and just try to deal with them on their own level. At the same time, while trying to elevate them.
And not absorb, not take on, but at the same time, not give too much either. If you feel these people aren't gonna take what you say to heart, it's not even worth your breath. It's just kind of like certain people, I can't explain it. Certain people at work, I'm just like, I'll talk to them about life and just different things. And then other ones, I'm just like, hey, how's it going? Nice weather, huh? Just whatever. You know what I mean? Because it's not even, you know what I mean? It just seems like they're not even on that plateau, and it'd just be a waste of breath. They look at you, go, huh? You know? Or they think you're a weirdo.
A lot of people aren't really, I mean, no, okay. I feel like things are changing. I feel like there's more people that are trying to wake up, and in order for us to get some help from otherworldly beings, more people need to wake up first, and then we can get the higher level of help that we need. But more people have to wake up first. And it's like, really? Can't you just let some of us that are awake just move along already? And it's like, no.
Why do we get punished?
Like, no, you're all connected. So we can't let some of you move forward and let the rest of you, it sucks. But we need to get more people to wake up.
I agree with that statement. I think people are realizing, and I'm not, Heather gives me shit, but I don't know if you've heard of Oliver Anthony. It's a damn shame what the world's coming to. The guy that sings with a guitar about the pedophiles in the White House and stuff.
Oh,
have you heard of Oliver Anthony?
No.
He sings in West Virginia with his dogs and in a guitar in the middle of nowhere. And he just talks about how, like, the dollars, he goes, your dollar is shit. He goes, it's taxed to no end. And he goes, I wish the government would take care of minors instead of minors on an island somewhere. Epstein.
Yeah.
Go, oh, fuck. So that kind of went viral. And people open their eyes and go, yeah. They go, what the fuck? This is actually soul music. And they got rappers, metalheads, people reacting to it. Check it out. Oliver Anthony, Rich Men North of Richmond. And he's got a couple other songs about different shit. And it talks about that. And it really hit me hard. I go, holy fuck, he's right. Like these politician motherfuckers, these rule makers and shit. It makes you ornery. You know what I'm saying? Like where I live,
does.
It does. We're slave wages to an extent. You work for a living.
The only thing to hold on to is that's coming to an end.
Amen. Praise.
Like, no, literally, it is coming to an end. And I think there's going to be a very shitty transition period.
It's going to be hard.
And then things are going to be better. I don't know if we're going to see it in our lifetime. I really have no idea about the timeline, but the most thing for people to do is to start cleaning up yourself.
Some people say that we're in the last 50 years of life, that God said the last 50 years is it's not going to, the world's not going to just end. It's going to end in 50 years. Plague, poverty, people, all these diseases are rampant. Homelessness is at an all-time high. Veterans, disease, everything, transsexuals, girls thinking they're guys and vice versa. I don't mean to. There's so many things that are just just different. It's fucking scary. Prices on things are ridiculous. You know that.
Yes.
So with 5 minutes left to go, where people can reach you on, like you said, on Etsy, but for the most part, Facebook, I guess.
Yeah. If they, you go to the Etsy page and you see something you want, just message me, email or Facebook or whatever. And
we're going to get you
that transaction off of Etsy.
We're going to get you to convention. I think I'm going to do a convention next year in Maine at a Stephen King movie site. You know me, I'm a King head.
Yes.
And I want all my clients to have fucking free tables there. Literally, I don't give a fuck. And it's an old mill where they shot a movie. And the guy's like, yeah, so whatever money I get for entrance will go towards rebuilding the mill. I don't need a lot of money. I'll think 10%. Mm-hmm. But I think it'd be kind of epic. I'd love to get you up to Maine. I think you'd fit right in. There's a lot of people up here that are in years. Heather would love to collaborate with you. I know that. What's been one of your favorite things? Come on, we got 4 more minutes. Let's milk it. We've already done music and movie. Oh, give me food, girl. What do you like to do for an event or after a big reading if it drains you or something? What's your recharge?
Well, one of my favorite foods is pizza.
I hear that a lot.
And it has been for a very long time.
Toppings?
Onions, mushrooms, green peppers, jalapenos.
Ooh.
And maybe some other vegetables. I don't really like a lot of meat toppings.
I was going to say, you're going towards the earthly shit, I noticed. Yeah. Lebanon, maybe? Or Lenin, man. I'm not sure if I'm going to think. Very cool. So that's cool. 3 minutes to go. What do we talk about? I got a million things, but it's going to take longer than 3 minutes. We'll have to do an episode 2. You guys have to see her again. Like I said, if you want to book her for anything, hit up Historically Haunted Book at LLC or go check out her page, SAMAIA's Golden Pyramid. I fucking invited you to like it, so go like it. It's got the Egyptian chick doing this. I love Egyptian chicks. That's cool.
Yes.
So yeah, that's cool. You got teachers all over the world. You got these higher uppers. You've been established. So much more I could talk about. Unfucking believable. Fantastic guest. 2 minutes left to go. It's yours. Open mic. Talk.
How about I tell you what the Golden Pyramid is?
Please.
So I belong to a goddess temple, and it's very much about strengthening your energy as a female. It's not female empowerment and stepping on men. It's got nothing to do with that. It's about women coming into their own. And actually, before I joined that temple, I made the name for this, which was in 2018. And the Golden Pyramid is the yoni.
Oh, that's old school Egyptian. Yeah.
That is our place of creation. Whether you still have a womb or not, it doesn't matter.
Right on.
That's why we're called womb men. And if you don't have a womb, if you weren't born with a womb, you can't be a woman. I don't care what people do, you can't be. So it is coming from the womb space. All of my creations come from the womb space.
Literally. That's where creations come from, is the womb. When you're a child, you come from the womb. I like that. That's cool. That's cool. That's fucking brilliant.
I love things to do with Egypt. That is a place I definitely need to get back to. And gold is a beautiful color.
Untarnished, never loses value.
Yes.
It's one of the best minerals there is in the world. It's silver, crystal, gold.
It's very valuable. So the Golden Pyramid.
Great show, guys. Everybody says, thank you, Nate. I got to run. No, I appreciate that. This will be on YouTube, guys, tomorrow, Historically Haunted. I'll make from dark to life. Absolutely. That's kind of what SAMAIA is. If anything, it's from life to dark. If anything, it's pretty neat. So check her out, guys. Message me if you have any questions or you want to bring her on the show. Like I said, if you guys get your own podcast, whatever the fuck, check her out on Facebook. We're going to end it now. Say bye.
Bye, and thank you. Good night.
I hope you guys check it out.